look, the story we've been given, it's a lie on several fronts. What that F-15 was doing up in that area, what was its mission? I think it was involved in preparation for a ground attack on the Natanz nuclear reactor. And when the plane went down, the number of assets that one of the pilots was picked up immediately, but the other one, they couldn't find him. There's now information online, which I've been assured is accurate, that this pilot was he apparently hit the ground 5 miles north and west of the point where he was rescued, and he basically did escape and evasion to get to the top of that mountain to be exfilled. Now here's where it really gets strange and doesn't. The explanations don't make sense. At that site, there were 2 C-130 aircraft. Those are fixed-wing aircraft with 4 propellers. The Joint Special Operations Command, JSOC, they have a special version of that plane, which is sort of souped up. And then there are also 4 MH-6 Little Birds. Now these are small helicopters. If anybody's ever seen the movie Black Hawk Down, those little helicopters that come in to try to rescue the people that crashed in the Black Hawk, that's a Little Bird. Or the Little Birds that run strafing rounds. They can carry, I think, a maximum of 4 special operations forces, either Delta Force or SEAL Team 6, one of the two. But here's the key point. They only have a combat range of about 300 miles. Now, if you fly from Kuwait to this location in Isfahan, that's 250 miles. How the hell do you get back from there? Well, that explains why at least one of those C-130s was on the ground. They can carry a fuel bladder of gasoline or aviation fuel that can refuel these aircraft. And then, but it's not clear if the other C-130 was there as well on that mission. It said that both got stuck in the sand, but some of the pictures that have come out and some of the video at least appears to show one of those in flame crashing into the desert. So I don't think we have an accurate count. What we do know is that in addition to losing the F-15, we lost an additional 2 Black Hawk helicopters. They're called Pave Hawks. We lost at least, got the 2 C-130s that were gone. Now we've got an additional 4 MH-6 Little Birds, and I think the reason they left them there, they didn't have enough fuel to get them back to safety. An A-10 Warthog went down, a fixed-wing aircraft. So when you total it up, you're looking at about $400 million worth of aircraft that got shot down yesterday, just ostensibly to save one person. And, can't emphasize enough that this may very well have been in preparation. If this hadn't all fallen apart on Friday, during Friday, it's very likely we might have seen troops on the ground already trying to conduct a special operation against the nuclear facility at Natanz. Now that may be delayed. I think Trump, in his insanity, we had the movie about the madness of King George from the American Revolution. Well, we can update that part too with the madness of Donald Trump. I mean, he has literally, the liver has slipped off the sausage there or off the cracker. It's just no longer intact. But he's going to probably order a ground operation, and now it's up to the military chain of command to decide: are we going to follow this order? Is this a lawful order, or are we going to resign in protest? Because anything else at this point is going to result in more American casualties. And the claim that they just rescued this one pilot, again, here's what doesn't make sense. Why didn't they just send in the one Black Hawk to grab this guy off the mountain? If he's up on the mountaintop, you can hover, lower a PJ, the rescuer from the Air Force, and haul him up into the bird. But no, they had to send out 4 little birds, which means there must have been some sort of firefight, and we have no information actually about the number of actual casualties.